Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the video. Today we got another rec review for you guys, this time at a very low elo of 750, but the story is absolutely fantastic. Quite like our guy, Phantasmic. He sent in the rec and he said, bro, this is my rec review, it's 700 elo, so countless things are wrong, but I sort of know what they are. Idle TC, idle economy, not enough fills, not expanding, don't go to the gym. No, I added that one. The reason I send this rec review is because there's one major problem I have no idea what it is or how to fix, that I can't end long games. If the game drags on too long, I lose, period. This rec review will help a lot. Thanks, buddy. All right. I'm like the doctor, by the way. I fix people who can't finish long games. All right. No problem. You came to the right guy. But what I also want to tell you, I love this guy, Phantasmic. He came into the Patreon Discord. We have a secret Discord for the Patreons. He came in at 450 elo, like 2-3 months ago. He's now 750 elo. And as soon as I saw him, he sent in, he's like, yo guys, I'm new here. I'm 450 elo, and I'm proud of it, and I'm looking to get better. And I said, I'm like, you know what? You're 450 elo, but you're 450 elo strong. You know what I mean? Like, he was a strong 450 elo. I can see the potential in his eyes, just the way he came in. So this is my main man right here, Phantasmic, and I want to see this guy hit 1,000 elo. That's my dream. That's not even his dream. That's my dream. All right, guys. I hope you can stand behind me. Stand behind Phantasmic. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's a dirty Catan picker. Honestly, I don't even know if he's picking Catans or if he's just like randomed it. But I think it's funny to call him like a one-trick Catans player. Like he was 450 elo, he started picking Catans, and then he just spiked to 750. No, but he's been doing the progress even before the new civs. So for a fact, he's not abusing the new civs. He's just probably playing Catans because he heard they're strong, or maybe he randomed it. I don't even know. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this rec review. We're gonna spend a bit more time in Dark Age on this one because it's a lower elo rec. So first things first, always use gather points. Don't let the bills come out naturally like this. Always gather point on the sheep. All right. And if you're having trouble scouting, then I recommend you. I recommend you even auto scout, but make sure you're fixing your vills under the TC first and foremost. Make sure they're working correctly. All right, gonna go for the lumber camp out here. Probably not the best choice of woodline. Much better to take the closer ones. Okay. This is good because you probably make this mistake often. This one's very far. All right, and it's also up a hill. This one here at the back, closer, not on a hill. This is an easy choice. Also, putting your woodland to the back, generally speaking, pretty good idea. All right, pretty good scouting pattern though. Well done. So I don't mind this. I suggested auto scouting earlier, but you're scouting quite good. So maybe keep that up. Just you'll get better over time with, what happens under your TC and whatnot. And truthfully, it hasn't been too bad. So you're doing completely fine. You're doing completely fine. Oh, my friend. I'm gonna make it simple. I don't want to ever see you kill the boar like that with the TC ever again, okay? Just keep it simple. Don't do that till you get 1,000 elo, alright? You don't need to. Because it's way too difficult. What you want to do instead is just pull your vill back in, and then when it gets close, just hit it with the vills and then garrison the vill that's getting chased, okay? I don't think you should worry about doing that TC thing, that TC trick. I don't mind if you do, but it's gonna lead to a lot of boars like this, and that's way worse. Yeah, see all this walking time, not very efficient. All right, okay. So I suggest you do the easier method of warlaring. Just keep it consistent. All right, playing as the Catans here, so we'll see. We'll just try a basic strategy out. Probably scout rushes. Who knows? House, good. And then a mill. Mill normally we make it touching the berries in the middle. So this one's on the side of the berry. See how that? That's inefficient because when they go to this last berry, they're going to walk like 4 or 5 tiles. So make it in the center so that they're like 2 tiles away from every berry at max. Okay? I'm giving you all these little tips because these are little tips that you can implement right away. This is just yeah, that's a much better way to lure boars. Do it like that, not like the first time. Okay? Like that is perfect. I'm giving you all these little suggestions because these are suggestions you can fix every game. So every game you can take the backwood. Every game you can make a better mill, and every game you can lure the boars a bit better. And those little things in Dark Age gonna make you a much better player very quickly. Okay? Alright, here we're gonna send them in. Usually keep the sheep under the middle of the TC. Yep, just little things to boost the efficiency. Alright, good. Map we're playing now in this valley, by the way, but for the most part it's basically like Arabia, although you could take the mouflons, the deer in the center if you want. Alright, now we're going to scout our opponent, which is very good. Okay. Cool. Now I'm going to wall up. And this is probably one of those games that goes late and Fantasmic has a hard time finishing it off. So we're going to try to help him finish off the game as early as possible here. That's going to be the main goal of the rec review. And I have a way. I'm going to tell you right now, as we're starting off, I think the best way to finish off games is to go for the forward castle. I have a whole video on Patreon about this Fantasmic. If you haven't watched it, you should definitely check it out. The title is something like the best way to win a game, or to finish off games, something like that. And I'll tell you exactly when we should look to set up the forward castle in this game. Alright, but for more information, definitely watch that Patreon video. One of the best videos I've made. Helps show you guys how to finish off games effectively using that approach. Now, you're going to go for the stable here, start setting up the pastures. Okay. I like how you're setting things up. Just a couple things at your level. Highly recommend you learn to pick up the eco upgrades, okay? This is because it makes life a lot easier for you if you just pick up the eco upgrades before going for the military. Alright, so I think you should get both eco upgrades, or at the very least, only double bit axe, okay? Only the wood upgrade. Alright, yeah, just go ahead and get that wall set up. Good. Nice. Excellent spearman. Actually, you're doing a good job. I can tell you're listening to the advice I give off on Patreon videos, on YouTube guides, on my gameplays. Walling with 2 vills like this is fantastic. The 1 spear right away is fantastic. These are all things I recommend. So I love that. I love that. You're on a good trajectory. It's no surprise you're climbing elo pretty quickly. From 450 to 750, I know like we're making fun of you know, just like the situation here, you know, the low elo banter, it's always like that, but that's big progress. That's not easy. That's 300 elo progress, right? That's a lot. I respect that. And also like 750 elo, excuse me, scout rushing, that's like better than average. Like your opponent has 2 barracks. That's what I'm saying. It's like you doing a full wall basic build like this going scouts, that's very good at this level. That's very good. Because like you just don't see this, right? All right, so let's see how you go ahead and play this one. Excellent, fantastic, 10 out of 10, perfect. Run around. You can run around and do the same thing again. Are you making villas? And you're making villas? How the hell are you 700 elo? This is fantastic. This is fantastic. Couple idle villas, no big deal though. You can fix those whenever you have the chance. Completely fine. Normally we have 8 on wood, by the way. 1 lumber camp, 8 on wood. It's better than having 6. It's just going to make things a bit more efficient. No. Aha. I caught you. I knew you were 750 elo. You're going to do something weird. I'm going to catch you slipping up. I knew it. Simple. Don't do a range as well. It's very complicated to play with a range and a stable. I know you're thinking range to counter the spears, but much better approach is that because you're already fully walled, just go up to the castle age as the next step. So I'd much rather see this be a blacksmith. Maybe you can get forging, because Catan scouts can actually beat spearmen very easily. So you can just pick up forging and just continue going with scouts and run around the spears. Because basically you only go for a range if the spears are a threat to you. If you're not walled and archers and spears are coming to you. Here, the spears are not coming to us. Therefore, we don't need a range. Much better to go up to the castle age first. And then we can easily beat the spearmen using stuff like step lancers or even light cav. Right? Very easy to beat the spearmen. So we're trying to get a simplified game plan. All right, a simplified game plan. We're not trying to make things difficult for us at 750 elo. Someone in the chat said, Ray Regic, he said, Yo, Hera, I'm new to AoE2, but your videos are pure gold. My friend, welcome to the stream. Thank you for saying that. You can't see it on the dashboard here for the YouTube video, but I want to shout out my friend coming in new from YouTube. Come on down to Twitch. Welcome, my friend. We're waiting for the YouTube viewers to come on down to Twitch, by the way. We're waiting for you guys. All right, good job from... Yeah, I mean, Blue, you're playing Fantasmic. You're playing Fantasmic right now. This is so good. Go back. All right, so all you got to do is make like 3-4 more farms, more pastures, 3-4 more of those, and then just make a mining camp, and you're up to castlage, and that's it. The game will be over with you getting castlage and you spamming step lancers. That's it. That's the first step that we can end the game faster. And I have another Patreon video about this. Is how to get the faster castlage every time. Because I consider that the best way to win the game. Alright? And I want you to really focus on that. Because your feudal age pressure is fantastic. You killed 3 villagers. Your opponent, just to show you, is so far from anything. He's on the way to nothing right now. Alright? Your biggest mistake, by the way, is the 4 minutes of idle TC time. So if there's one advice I'd give you is to keep making vills. But you're overall playing very well. And it would be a lot easier for you to keep making builds if you kept your game plan simple and didn't think about the range and whatnot. Okay, John Boy said, just got back into AoE2 and found your videos. Great content. John Boy, welcome to the stream. Very happy to see you back to AoE2. Very happy you're enjoying my content. This is fantastic. It's so wholesome. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. And welcome back to the game, eh? It's the best game ever, AoE2. Alright, Phantasmic, good. Going to gold. So basically, 4 minutes of auto TC time and the range kind of just messing around. I just want you to do what you're doing here. Do it like 2 minutes earlier. You understand me? The vills can come out earlier. Without the range, you can go to gold earlier. Get up to Castlage earlier. Because the faster you get to Castlage, the faster we can make more powerful units and the faster we can go to end the game. You can never win in Feudal Age. It's very rare, at least. So the Feudal Age is just to set up a faster Castlage, get control of the map, and then Castlage is the first opportunity to go for the win. Bring out some strong units, kill a bunch of vills, and then maybe you can add some siege, or you can work your way towards, a forward castle. All right. Blacksmith coming up, market. Nice. Yeah, really good job, by the way. Like, I really want to stress it. I think you're playing fantastic. And trust me, I don't hand out these compliments. I was roasting at 1500 to start the stream today. Like, I do not hand out these compliments, but for your ELO, this is very good gameplay. I think you're just making your life very difficult because now you're starting skirms, and I want to really explain to you why this is not the correct choice here. The skirmisher, yes, it counters the spearman, but it's a defensive option. If you wanted to go for a unit that counters the spearman, that's an aggressive option, you'd go for the crossbow or the cav archer. Or, in my opinion, you just stay on the step lancer with Katans and you get the iron casting. That beats pikemen anyway, because it's a really strong unit. So my opinion, best thing here is step lancer, but second best thing is something aggressive. Skirmisher is a defensive unit. You don't tech into skirm to then send them forward. Alright? At least not at this level. Good. Going in here. Do you have forging? Don't have forging. No reason not to get forging, by the way. I should definitely pick that up. If you're playing the Katans, that's like one of the best things about them. Opponent's not sure what to do. Oh no, poor guy. He's trying to fight back with the scouts, the vills though. It's good. Actually, you're doing fantastic. Even if you lose the scouts, this is worth it. Good trap from the opponent. Nice, nice, nice. This is worth it, by the way. You killed 2 vills, caused a lot of disruption. Very much worth it. I'm going to fast forward here. We're going to focus on your follow-up in Castlage. And I'm going to pause when you get Castlage. Yeah, we get Castlage. And I knew this would happen. I knew it. I knew it. We distracted ourselves with the skirms. We're so much faster to Castlage. Our opponent's not even clicked up to Castlage yet. This is the time to make an aggressive unit. Our Step Lancer is one of the best units in the game. Catan Step Lancer. But instead, what we're doing is setting up 2 ranged skirms. This is not a good game plan. Not only is it not a good game plan, but it's going to drag out this game for so long. Because this 5-minute window where we're up to Castlage and our opponent isn't, is the time to pressure. If we have, instead of these 5 skirms, we made a second stable, and we just meant for 6 Step Lancers. 6 Step Lancers can easily beat these 3 spears, then kill this Vill. Then they come here, easily break the palisade, get in here, kill these Vills. Easily. These 6 spears will die to the 6 Step Lancers, right? But instead, look what the skirms will do. They will do absolutely nothing. And you're going to go for the CA switch? Not bad. Remember I said CA is a decent option. But you went for it too late. You didn't have your second range ready. And you started making these skirms. You messed around with these skirms. You're doing random things. And I'm catching on it. That's why you're mad watching this, eh? You're like, shit, he's catching me on every random thing I'm doing. Probably not mad, but you should be. Because I'm mad. Alright? 1,000 food, we're doing nothing with it. But that's good. Okay, we're going to go CA. That's fine. So what we do with the CA is we just hit and run. Looking for Vills. Also, my advice, I think if you're going to play range units at low elo, get ballistics right away, by the way. It's like the best upgrade in the game. If you're going to play range units at low elo, anything below 2500 is low elo, by the way. Get ballistics first. Trust me. Trust me. Even I've been liking that strat. Just get ballistics first. That upgrade is just so good. Only for like pro players in certain tournament games is it like you can like delay it for something else because we have like some other ideas. All right. Now I'm joking about the 2500 being low elo, but the point is like I think it's really good to get ballistics first whenever playing CA or range units. I think it's just amazing. It gets you so much more value. So like here, if you had ballistics, you'd just be hitting all the shots and just destroying it, right? See, now without ballistics, you can't do much. But there's a bigger issue here. It's the fact that we're flooding a bunch of gold, a bunch of food. Sorry. You have a big problem as well, Phantasmic. You're not making vills constantly. Remember, always make villagers. Always, constantly make villagers. Okay. Actually, you know what you're doing? You're playing amazing when you're microing your unit. Your micro is fantastic. So what I want from you is just to make your life easier by getting you to the strong units faster, either that, or by getting you to stronger tech faster, like ballistics and whatnot. So if you like army, my advice, because you have amazing micro, is to go for 1 TC pushes. You wanna struggle and end the game fast? Forget about adding town centers. Go for 1 TC every game. Literally try this. 1 TC every game. Fully upgrade your units. So instead of you have 5 archers here and 2 ranges, you have something like 4 ranges, and you have something like 10 archers, 10 cav archers. And then you get ballistics on top of that. Try that. Stay 1 TC. If you want another lumber camp, make another lumber camp. You want another mining camp, make another mining camp. That's fine. But stay 1 TC. Keep making vills from that 1 TC. And then go all out military. All out military. Spend your res on military. Like, how would that look like here? It would look like you add in 2 more stables. And you go like Step Lancer plus Heavy CA. Like 3 ranges, 3 stables, Step Lancer, Heavy CA. And you just micro that the entire game. With ballistics and everything. Alright? That's what I recommend to you. Seriously. Try it out. Try it out and report the results, because your micro is fantastic. But you're just not right now good enough to do this really good micro while making vills. You see that? Your vills are always suffering. Yeah, 11 minutes out of TC time. Thumb ring. A lot of eco upgrades. Good, good. You're trying to spend your resources. It's good. The more you play, the better you get. You're actually doing really well. Alright. Opponent is like very, very far down in res collected as well. Heavy CA. Alright, and I said earlier, we want to try to go for forward castle. This is the prime time to set up the forward castle. We have the map control. We have a strong unit on the field. You want to spend all of your resources onto units on the field right now. And then as soon as you have 650 stone, you send 10 of those forward and go for the forward castle. It's impossible to lose the game if you're doing that. And actually, you're trying to do this. You're just spending the resources on 1 stable, doing 10 scouts. Better to just add in 2 more stables and then spread them out to get them on the field fast. But you have the right idea. And remember, if you're going to go for light cav, get the upgrades for them. Don't forget the upgrades. So right here, I'm going to spend all your resources on army and then set up the forward castle. And that's the way to win the game. That's the way to close it out here. Alright, this upgrade kind of sucks. You should really never get that. Good. Again, with ballistics, you'd be doing much better. I think you could have fought that. These guys have no upgrades and you have heavy CA. It's okay. It's easier if you just bring in the light cav. Yeah, so the issue here that you're facing is that you're not actually spending your resources. You have a ton of resources in the bank. And you have the forward castle. So you're telling me you don't know how to end the game? I think you're lying to me. I think you know how to end the game. You're just pretending you don't know how. Because you have all the tools on how to end the game. And you're just not going to do it. So you've got a Lamborghini, you got the keys in your hand, and you're like, Hera, I need help. I don't know how to drive the Lambo. And I'm like, you have the keys, you got the Lambo. Just put the keys in the Lambo and start driving it, right? It's that simple. You have the res, you have the army. Just put 2 and 2 together. Spend the resources, send the vills forward, send the army forward, and you win the game. That's it. You have the tools. You literally have the tools. There you go. Oh, we're flowing so much reds. Fantastic. I think you're microing too much. But what are you doing? Like, right now, right at this instant, what are you doing? Because like you're not queuing anything. Right now, you're not queuing anything. You're also not really microing. No. What are you doing right now? I'm gonna ask this like a detective. Where were you at exactly 3840 on Valley? Where were you? What were you doing? Specifically right now, what are you doing? What are you doing, brother? Oh, no, are you... You're moving the CA. Were you... What? Are you AFK for the last 30 seconds? What were you doing? This is a very big deal. Because you can click up to Imperial Age here, you know what I mean? So you gotta always be doing something here. Did I catch you texting on the job? So what you gotta do in this situation is, first of all, if you ever see more than 1,000 resources in Castle Age, that's a red flag, alright? That's like Hera's mad, Hera's mad, Hera's mad. Fix it, spend it, okay? Oh, we're gonna go for the forward castle. No, that's the middle of the map castle. Forward castle. There's a Patreon video about this. You win the fight, you know what I mean? Just go for it. You win the fight, you drop the forward castle. You can also go up to Imperial Age twice with the resources you have. You have a lot of options here. But I like that you're getting upgrades. You know what you have to do. You're just not committing to it fully. So, there's like 100 ways to win this game. You either spend all the resources by going to Imp and then just winning an Imp. Or you go for the forward castle in Castle Age, spend the resources into Castle Age army, and then win the game in Castle Age. Alright? What I want from you from now on is I want you to decide between those two things. If you're going to go for the safe castle, then you better have Imp. You better have Imp, and you better win the game with Trebs coming forward and a safe get to 200 pop and win the game in Imp. Alright? That's what you're doing now. If you're going to go for the forward castle, you better spend all your resources, defend it, make sure it gets up, and then go all in Castle Age, or once it's up, then you can go up to Imp. Okay? Two options to end the game. Let's fast forward, because now it's going to be a lot of stalling until the next fight. You chose to go up to Imperial Age, so here it's really simple. All we have to do is set up our composition, get all the upgrades, and get the 200 pop on it. Alright? And in the meantime, never stop making vills. Alright? You have a lot of idle TC time. It's a big problem, actually. You can also consider a third town center. Again, this is like what you should do at this point. But I recommend you do 1 TC gameplay. I recommend you try 1 TC all-ins. Try it for like 10-20 games. Go 1 TC all-in. Castle Age, spend all your resources into units, upgrades, ballistics, everything. And try to win the game with military and Castle Age. For a while, until you can set the forward castle, then go for it. Try that out. 1 TC economy. But at this point, since we're playing regular, and the third TC is good, which you're doing now, fantastic. And you just want to play till Imperial Age. Get like Hussar, get ballistics, chemistry, bracer, and then try to win the game with a nice composition. Heavy CA, Hussar, Treb, why not? Alright, ballistics coming in now. Hussar coming in now, good. Bracer, chemistry. Where are the Trebs out? Where are the Trebs out? Order cavalry, good. Anything that spends the resources, good. Getting the Trebs out now, good. Scaling to a 200 pop. Going for the raids, this is good. So at this point, we just need to get the 200 pop. That's the way to not throw the game. So keep making vills till 200 pop, and you should be good. Composition's solid as well. Bracers, good. Trebs out in the field, good. I mean, I'm like pretty impressed so far. Like, it's still looking good. How are you gonna fight this one off? Patrol the CA, back up with the Hussars. I think you're taking fights beautifully. Parthian tactics is fantastic. Hussars can get back into the fight. Don't be scared. This is a Castle Age army. We're Imperial Age. I'm just curious. You were winning that fight. Why did you back up? Probably because you got housed. You want to go back and fix that. Yeah, that's what you want to do. It's going against your head. So to win this fight, all you have to do is patrol with the CA and then the Hussar in front of them. Then as soon as the pikeman starts hitting the Hussar can back up. It's like an advanced micro. And you should get chemistry as well, fully upgraded. Don't micro the CA. No, no, no. I forbid you. I forbid you. Do not micro the CA in late game. Just let them patrol. You micro the Hussar. Whenever you have big armies, don't even micro anything, actually. Just patrol them. Patrol and see who wins, okay? Don't micro. Instead of looking at the fight, you should be queuing units. Look, you have nothing in queue. Go back, queue units. Send these guys in. That's what you should be doing. Do not micro the fight. Do not micro the fight. Alright, send more vills here. You want to queue more units. That's how you get advantage after a fight. if you had already queued units during that fight and now, you'd already replenish this army. And you can send in the trebs and you can win the game. Alright? And actually, after you win a fight, you should send the trebs forward anyways. So, you're saying you don't know how to end the game, but if you can see from this review, you've never actually tried to end the game. You just take a fight and go back, and take a fight and go back. You have... let me explain to you another way, just in case. Alright? You are not going to get much stronger. You have a few upgrades coming in, yes, but this is your composition. This is your end game. You have fully upgraded heavy CA, and you have almost fully upgraded Hussar. You're not going to get much stronger. So when you're already here, you should just look to end the game. And you end the game by taking fights, winning them, spamming more production, staying at 200 pop, and then snowballing from there. Good micro, you're taking fights well. But remember, at late game, it's about just patrolling, and that's it. Opponent's now on Halbstrom with Byzantine, with Camel. So maybe our composition is not working here. When it's not working, you can look to make a swap in the composition. But this is more advanced stuff. I'll explain it for now, just so you get the value from the rec review. But my opinion is we should win before this moment. 99 times out of 100. That should be our game plan, is to win before this late game. But if we get to this late game where we're getting countered, my advice is to make a tech switch from one of your units. So CA, we have full upgraded. Hussar, we have fully upgraded. We can add in something like, I don't know, maybe something like elite rocket carts. Alright? To help counter some of the units that our opponent has. Or we can go champion. I'm not even sure if Catan have champion or not. But you can tech into something like infantry. Alright? Maybe you have 200 swordsmen. Maybe it can be decent. But like I said, I think most of the game should be over before this moment anyways. Because look, we're at 200 pop versus our opponent's 150. When you're 200 pop, you should look to fight, by the way, all the time. Sneak attack here. Okay. I'm not even convinced we have to sneak attack, by the way. I don't see what that does. I think our army, yeah, it's a raiding composition, so we can raid with it. But it's also a fighting composition, because it's got a lot of CA. Alright. Not bad. Like, I don't mind this play. 10 of the Hussars, and it's good. This is one thing I don't like as well. You mixed in a few Scorpions, and you never committed to them. I'm not a fan of that. Personally, I think you should not make army in late game if you're not going to commit to it. Like, a few Scorpions there. They don't really add in much. Alright, we're going to fast forward here, because I really don't want this to drag on too much. I feel like I already explained why we should be winning earlier before this. We had many opportunities to do so. So at this point, the way to end the game here, if you find yourself in this situation, the way to end the game is to make a transition into another unit that doesn't get counted by what he has. Or it's just to overpower him and then keep spamming the production while the fight is happening, so that you can overwhelm him after the fight. That's the goal, to win these late games. So you keep microing the CA, but really the CA should just be standing still, like, and just fighting. Because they don't die that fast to Halberdier. They'll kill them faster than the Halb can kill them. It's good that you're preserving them, but in the fight, if you're going to take the fight, just let them patrol. Because the more you move them, the less DPS they bring out. We go Elite Step Lancer and Men at Arms at the same time. A double transition, I'm not a fan of that. I don't like that at all. Pick one transition to do at once. But now you're panicking, right? You don't know what to do here. I think Longsword's the correct choice. I don't know if Catan get all the upgrades, but even 200 Swordsmen should be decent here. Yeah, I don't think you get champion, but should be fine. Get the armor upgrades on them, and that should be good. And you get the Gambison, yeah. So definitely 200 Swordsmen with Gambison would be an amazing choice here. Nice. Then I have fully upgraded Hussar, fully upgraded CA. Oh, you do get champion. Oh, what the hell? It's amazing. That's literally amazing. What's even the Catan Castle unit, the unique unit? I don't even... I'm blanking out. What's the Catan unique unit? I feel like we never see it. But yeah, champion's perfect here. You get fully upgraded champion. That's amazing. Oh, the Yao Dao. Oh, yeah. That shit's crazy. Oh, so you get amazing infantry as well. Yeah, Liao Dao would be fantastic. But champion's just as good. You just need armor. If you had armor, you'd win this fight. But without armor, it might be like 50-50. Shit, Kitans are like insane then. Wow, you get everything. You get literally everything. Yeah, Liao Dao would be better than champion, but because he doesn't have a single castle, at the moment, he should just go champion. It's fine. So like my advice is like if you're gonna go champion, fully upgrade it. Every time you make a transition, fully upgrade it. Because now you're just playing with like a weak unit. Ouch. You would win that fight actually if you had upgrades. Are we gonna lose this game? Shit, we're gonna lose. We lost! I can't believe it! We have 10,000 food. How do we even resign here? No. Oh man, okay. No way. We just lost that one. We have 10,000 food. Okay, well, listen, I think I gave some pretty good advice as to how to end the game earlier. I'll just recap the couple advice that I really want to send to you. It's like in late game, it's hard to like play it out. All right, I have videos on like how to play late game better. I'm gonna explain how to play late game real quick. You make your composition of one gold unit, one trash unit, one siege unit. You patrol them in fights, and you raid when you have spare time, and you always try to maintain 200 pop. Always making villages and always making army for more production buildings than what you had. All right. The siege unit you have, in this case the trebuchet, should always be used to target castles when you're pushing. And when you're fighting, you don't look at the fight, you always make sure that you're producing behind it as well. Those are like how to play late game in general. All right. Yeah, don't over micro late and just build more production. That's like the best advice you can get. All right. Focus on the production in the macro and not the micro. However, better advice than worrying how to play late game right now. You'll get better over time. I think because you have amazing micro and you have amazing unit control, I think you should always look to 1 TC in Castle Age. The way to do that is you set up the Feudal Age exactly like you did, but when Castle Age comes in, don't worry about adding in an extra town center. If you have a market, you could even sell your stone, and you go all in army all the time. How do you do that? You spend all your resources on production. It's like 3 stables or 3 ranges, all right? And you spam the unit, your best units, and then you also get all the upgrades on that unit. And then on top of that, you can mix in siege, all right? Or you can just mix in another unit. Or you can just, if that unit's doing well, you just continue making that unit and overwhelm your opponent and try to destroy him in Castle Age, all right? That's my best advice for you. I hope it works out. Good luck in your rank games. Let me know how that works out for you. And thank you for watching on YouTube. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out Patreon if you guys want to be part of these rec reviews or you want to get better at the game. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.